Ever wondered why some patterns in your life keep repeating, no matter how hard you try to change them? You know, those stubborn habits, recurring situations, or persistent feelings that seem to have a life of their own. It's almost as if there's a hidden mechanism, a secret formula at play, dictating these patterns beyond our control. Fascinating, isn't it? And maybe a bit frustrating too. But what if I told you there's a way to understand this phenomenon? The answer lies in a simple yet profound concept, the mirror principle. The mirror principle, an idea as fascinating as it sounds, holds the key to understanding these patterns. Think of a mirror. It reflects exactly what stands in front of it, without distortion or bias. Now, imagine this concept applied to our lives. This is the essence of the mirror principle. In simple terms, the mirror principle posits that our external world is a direct reflection of our internal state. It's about the correlation between our inner and outer worlds. It's a philosophical idea, but one that holds immense practical value. Every belief we hold, every thought we entertain, every feeling we experience, shapes our perception of the world around us. This perception, in turn, influences our interactions and experiences, creating a kind of feedback loop. Picture this: if we harbor negativity within us, we're more likely to perceive the world in a negative light. We'll notice the flaws, the problems, the challenges more readily. On the other hand, if we nurture positivity, we see the world through a more optimistic lens. It's important to note that this doesn't mean the world itself changes. The world remains the same, but our perception, our experience of it, shifts. It's akin to wearing different colored glasses. The color of the world doesn't change, but the way we see it does. Now, this doesn't just apply to our individual lives. It extends to our relationships, our work, our communities, even our societies. The collective internal state of a group of people can shape the collective external reality. This is the power of the mirror principle. It reminds us that change begins within. It tells us that if we want to alter the patterns in our lives, we must first alter our internal state. So, in essence, the mirror principle suggests that to change our reality, we must first change ourselves. Sounds abstract, doesn't it? Well, let's ground this concept with some day-to-day examples. Imagine you're in a relationship and you're constantly feeling undervalued or unloved. According to the mirror principle, this could be reflecting your own feelings of self-worth. You may not fully value yourself, and as a result, you're attracting someone who mirrors these feelings back to you. If you began to truly love and value yourself, you'd likely see a shift in your relationship dynamics. Now, let's move to the workplace. You're working hard, but you're not getting the recognition you believe you deserve. The mirror principle suggests that this might reflect your own inability to acknowledge your achievements. Are you downplaying your success, brushing off compliments, or ignoring your progress? If so, you're likely to experience a workplace that mirrors these attitudes back at you. By celebrating your own achievements, you may notice a change in how others perceive and recognize your work. Finally, let's consider personal growth. You're stuck in a rut, feeling stagnant and unfulfilled. According to the mirror principle, this stagnation may be a reflection of your own resistance to change or fear of stepping out of your comfort zone. If you embrace change and challenge yourself, you're likely to experience a reality that mirrors this growth and dynamism. In all these examples, the key is not to change the external circumstances or people, but to change yourself. The world around you is simply a mirror reflecting your inner state. If you want a different reflection, you must first adjust what's being reflected. The mirror principle is not about blaming ourselves for our circumstances. It's about understanding that our external reality is a reflection of our internal state. It's about realizing that if we want to change our reality, we must first change ourselves. As you can see, the mirror principle isn't just a theory. It's a reality that we experience every day. Now that we understand the mirror principle, we can see its immense power in shaping our lives. The mirror principle isn't just a fancy concept. It is a potent tool capable of transforming how we perceive and interact with the world. It's like a switch. Once flipped, it illuminates our lives, revealing the hidden patterns that have been driving our actions, reactions, and, ultimately, our reality. Imagine that you are standing in front of a mirror. What you see is a reflection, a direct response to your actions. If you smile, the mirror smiles back. If you frown, it reciprocates. This is the essence of the mirror principle. It holds that our external world is nothing but a reflection of our inner selves, our thoughts, our beliefs, and our expectations. Now consider the power this principle wields. Suppose you want to change the reflection in the mirror. Would you try to alter the mirror? Of course not. You would change your actions, your expressions. Similarly, if you desire to change your reality, you don't need to manipulate the external circumstances. Instead, you focus on altering your inner thoughts, beliefs, and expectations. The mirror principle is a key that unlocks the door to a new reality. It is a principle that empowers us, giving us control over our lives. No longer are we at the mercy of external circumstances. We are the creators, the architects of our reality. We have the power to shape our lives, to craft our destinies. This power is not to be taken lightly. It is not a one-time thing, not a magic trick that you can perform and forget. It is a commitment, a journey. It requires self-awareness, introspection, and a relentless desire to change. But once you embark on this journey, once you make this commitment, the rewards are beyond imagination. So what are you waiting for? This power is within you, waiting to be harnessed. Embrace the mirror principle. Change your inner world, and watch as your reality follows suit. Imagine the possibilities when you harness the power of the mirror principle. You might be asking, how can I apply the mirror principle in my life? Let's delve into that, shall we? Implementing the mirror principle into your day-to-day life requires a few key steps, starting with self-awareness. First, practice mindfulness. Be present in the moment and aware of your thoughts, emotions, and actions. This is the cornerstone of the mirror principle because it requires a keen awareness of self. Next, engage in introspection. Look inward and ask yourself, what am I projecting into the world? What are my underlying beliefs and attitudes? These are the reflections that the world mirrors back to you. Once you have a clear understanding of what you are projecting, the next step is to change any negative beliefs or attitudes. This is where the real work begins. It's not enough to merely identify your projections. You have to be willing to change them. To do this, you need to challenge your beliefs. Ask yourself, is this belief serving me? Is it leading me to the life I want to live? If not, it's time to let it go. Replacing negative beliefs with positive ones is a crucial step in applying the mirror principle. The final step is to practice consistency. The mirror principle isn't a one-time fix. It's a continuous process of self-reflection and change. Make it a daily habit to check in with yourself, to be mindful of your thoughts, emotions, and actions, and to challenge any negative beliefs. Applying the mirror principle in your life isn't always easy, but it's certainly rewarding. It gives you the power to change your reality by changing your inner reflections. It's a profound tool for personal growth and transformation. So, start today. Be mindful, introspect, change your beliefs, and be consistent. The world is your mirror, and you have the power to shape what it reflects back to you. Remember, the change starts within you. The mirror principle is a powerful tool that can help us understand and transform our lives. Let's take a quick trip down memory lane to revisit the key points we've discussed today. The mirror principle, simply put, is the concept that our external reality is a reflection of our internal state. It's a mirror that reflects our thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes back to us in the form of our experiences and relationships. We explored several examples of this principle in action, showing its ubiquity in our daily lives. From the relationships we form to the opportunities we attract, the mirror principle is at work, silently shaping our experiences based on our internal state. Then, we delved into the power of this principle. It's not just an abstract concept, but a potent tool for personal growth and transformation. By changing our internal state, our thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes, we can effectively change our external reality. It's like having a magic wand that allows us to reshape our world from the inside out. Finally, we discussed practical ways to apply the mirror principle in our lives. By becoming more mindful of our thoughts and emotions, challenging our limiting beliefs, and cultivating positive attitudes, we can use this principle to create a reality that aligns with our desires. Next time you encounter a recurring pattern in your life, remember the mirror principle. The change you seek is within you, is